So, yeah, I don't agree with that at all.
D. Low D? No. Yes, it does.
Tony Montana?
So we recently bought all these BTS album magnets, so we agreed we're going to rank them. And what did you say, that they're all emotion-based ranks?
I based mine on my emotional connection to the album, or in my own fan journey to BTS is how I ranked them.
I ranked them based off of how good they were.
More analytical, statistical.
Right, like I was thinking about, like, if I asked an ARMY what their favorite song is, would they say a song from this album? And then I ranked them accordingly.
And I ranked them on my own personal experience with the album and my own personal ARMY journey.
Okay. So, what album do you think was the worst?
The worst. I said Dynamite.
Okay, I said Dynamite too. What was your reasoning behind Dynamite being the worst?
It's just not my favorite song. I didn't really care for it when it came out. I understand why they did it, and I understand why ARMY likes it, and it's a great song. I just personally think that they have much better Korean lyrics songs. And I know that a lot of ARMY joined in the Dynamite era, and that's great. And I'm not denouncing anyone for doing that. It's just not my favorite era.
I also put it down here as last because they made so many different types of the Dynamite song that it made me sick of it.
Like, there's 8 versions.
I know, there's too many versions.
I do like the tropical version.
I like the tropical version.
The one they did for Swoozu.
Because it makes me think of Swoozu JK.
And the holiday version is not bad.
I was about to say, the only one that I can stand listening to is, like, around this time of year right now, is I want to watch the performance they did where Suga was gone for his surgery. Because they had the little snowmen and they were doing the train and it was cute. But
yeah, not my favorite song, though.
Other than that, I feel like it has none of BTS's personality in the song, which is why I don't like it. What did you rank for also F? Do you have any more F ranks?
My other one was, I hate to say this because I love the song, but Butter.
Mine was Butter too, but my Butter one was above Dynamite.
Where is Butter down here?
I don't think I'd explained this very well. We're really bad at this. A is best. F is the worst. It's like the American grade system.
I feel like we're going to get totally trashed for this on the internet.
Okay. Butter is another one that I feel like there's like it's not...
It's not BTS.
It's not BTS. It is BTS, but at the same time, it's not. And...
It's a good song.
It's a good song. It is
a good song. Catchy song. But, again, if you look at their anthology of music, those 2 would be my least favorite.
What did you have in your D's?
Okay, well, I had, because all their albums are so good, if you ask to rank them, it's like super hard to like find anything wrong with any of the albums, to be honest.
I found lots of things wrong.
Oh, okay.
I had no issue with ranking.
I can't find the magnet.
I almost filled up this entire row of D down here. And I can't wait to explain why. We're going to argue about this for a while.
My first one was this.
No. Mine, I put Dark and Wild. Where did I have Dark and Wild? I had Dark and Wild in the C. Okay. Because if you think about it, they have the song like Danger and a couple others that they still perform. They still perform these.
Yeah, and they're good songs. I'm just saying that we have so many good albums. If I'm ranking them, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to do.
You had yours in D?
Yeah, now I want to... Okay. Yep.
Do you want to change it?
Not yet.
I have mine up here in C. Not the highest ranking in C. It's somewhere in the middle. But I have a lot of albums on D, and this was not one of them.
What was yours?
My next one was HYYH Part 2. It's the same songs as HYYH Part 1 and, like, Young Forever. It's just, it wasn't bringing anything to the table for a third time. It did not need a third album.
That was Here for me.
That was in your B? That was literally, like, Here for me. I didn't have an album at the end of D. It was literally the last on D.
I like the HYYH era.
I like the HYYH era. It's just, musically, this brought nothing to the table. Because it's the same songs again and again.
A lot of them are the same songs.
A lot of them are the same songs. Yeah, I know.
So I had both the HYYHs up here, even though they're the same songs.
I had HYYH Part 1.
Because I love that era, and I love the concerts.
Where is HYYH? I had HYYH Part 1 at the beginning of D.
Okay.
I had it here. I had Dark and Wild, like, in here in the C. But I had it here because this was also similar to Young Forever, but just with different pictures. And then this was just the exact same thing for a third time. Where did you had them both up in B?
B.
Like up in here?
Yep.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh no, you had it the other way, I think. Why did you have Part 2 before Part 1?
No reason. They have the same songs, so it doesn't
That's
matter.
what I'm saying. They had the same songs, that's why I had them down here.
I just like that era, and it was like a
Okay.
good era.
Where do you... I think since I ranked it D and you ranked it B, I think we should both agree to put it somewhere in the C level.
Okay.
Where do you want to put it? Do you just want to put it at the beginning? Let's put it in at the beginning for now.
For now.
We'll put Part 1 first because I think Part 1 was like, oh yeah, these are good. But then having it for a second time was
Well, you could
overkill.
put one Part 1 here, and then put the other one down the F category, since it's the same. But it's not.
But it's still good. It's still good. It's
it's
not.
not an
It's
F
not
album.
this. It's not an F album. That's why I don't want to put it there. And then where did you have your Dark and Wild again? Because I moved this.
I had Dark and Wild right here.
At D, because I had mine at C. So where do you want to put it? Do you want to put it at the beginning of D?
Do you want to put it in C for now? We can move it again. I don't know what else you had in D.
I have a lot in D.
Well, you haven't said what yet.
Okay.
So what is your D1? What goes here? Where's mine?
D1 was this.
Okay. We'll leave that there then.
D2 was School Love Affair.
Okay, I had Oh Are You Late Too there.
I also had Oh Are You Late 2. Oh Are You Late 2 came right after School Love Affair. In that order.
So mine were just flipped.
Really?
These two were just flipped. Because I like the songs on Oh Are You Late Too better.
I think I do like those songs on Oh Are You Late 2 now that I'm thinking about it. But I think the only reason I put School Love Affair here was because it had Cypher Part 3. And this one had Cypher Part 2, I think. Or like Part 1 or something.
I think that's why I put Oh Are You Late Too in the second category, because I like Cypher Part 3.
I think Cypher Part 3 is in this album. Isn't
Well,
it?
then I should switch up, because I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's
I
in
thought
School
you
Love
just read
Affair.
them all to me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in School Love Affair.
Well, I'm going to Google it.
What I had come after this is gonna hurt your feelings, Mom.
Probably.
I had this in D. Are you ready? Are you ready to see what I put in D?
Oh my god, that's my favorite album.
You Never Walk Alone. Because it is the same album as
oh,
Wings.
you're right. Cypher Part 1.
It's the same album as Wings, except it had You Never Walk Alone. Which is why, again, I thought it brought nothing to the table. It was like
I
Wings.
agree with this flip-flop, because this one was Cypher
Yeah.
Part 1. So, yeah, I don't agree with that at all.
Okay, it's the exact same album as Wings Tour.
But I like this one. This has You Never Walk Alone.
That's the only difference.
So that's why I like it better. That's one of my favorite songs.
Okay, where did you have it on your list?
I had that one, number 2.
Really? Up here?
Yep.
Can we agree to put it in B for now?
Yes.
Because when we bring out Wings Tour, or not Wings Tour, I always say Wings Tour. When we bring out the Wings album, I have another point to why. Okay, what did you have in your C? And my C, I had Dark and Wild. Oh, Dark and Wild. And then I had Too Cool for School. Where did you have Too Cool for School on your list? Because it was iconic. It's an iconic BTS song, and they still perform a lot of the songs that are on this album as, like, reminiscent. D. Low D? No. Let's put it low C.
No.
Let's put low C. Mom, your favorite dance break where they're like,
I know.
is So We Are
I
Both
know.
from Part 2.
I know. I do love that song.
It's a good album. It's their first. It has to be high.
It should be higher. You're right. You're right.
You just don't care. She just doesn't care.
No, you're right. I just think it's so hard to rank these because I love all the songs and I love all the albums, so it's hard to be like, oh, I just think this one should be last.
I think this
Because I think
one,
they should all be on A.
I think this one is going to hurt you. The one I'm about to put on C level.
Probably.
It's Proof.
Well, I mean, that is all of their songs. How can
It is.
Like, so it should be up here because all of their songs are good.
The issue is on a purely content-based level, this brings only demos, and other than demos and like unreleased stuff,
Run BTS.
It only.
Run
I was about to say, other than like
For Youth.
I was about to say, it only brings 3 brand new things to the table. And then a bunch of just demos and stuff, which I have never listened to any of the I've listened to the demos the first time it came out, and I have not listened to them since, because I don't care. I don't like them. This is my unpopular opinion. This is my BTS hill I'm gonna die on. The Proof album was not good. Okay, I like the new songs.
Have you listened to DNA, J-Hope's version?
Yes.
Have you listened to the Epiphany?
Yes. And I don't care for them. I don't listen to them on a regular basis.
Tony Montana?
Okay, they only brought 3 new things to the table.
But you don't have Tony Montana on any of these CDs. None of them.
Let's put it on B then.
Okay, this is where I had it.
Low A! You put it low A.
But because most of those songs are on another album.
That's what I'm saying!
It's not a C!
Well, there's so many other better albums. Like, I put all of Love Yourself in A.
We'll put it in B.
We'll put it in B. We'll put it in B
now.
for now. Well, let's move these back.
Yeah.
Okay. On my B scale, I had Mephisol.
We're skipping C altogether?
We did
No, we haven't done C. We did
Okay,
D.
what's your C?
So C, I had Love Yourself Answer.
Why?
I don't know. Because I need to do my number 1 first.
Okay, well, Love Yourself Answer is Love Yourself Speak Yourself Tour, which is why I had mine low A.
Okay.
I just don't like the concept photos. That's the only thing that was holding the album back.
That has nothing to do with the album.
Yes, it does.
So, I just want to put my number 1 up. Can I put my number 1 up?
Okay, your number 1 album out of all of them?
Yeah.
Okay. I almost agree. I had mine here. I had this one here.
Because, so all of these Love Yourself albums have very similar track lists.
That's true.
This is my favorite Love Yourself album.
It's mine too.
So that's why I put it 1. And it's probably the most watched concert when I first became ARMY was all the Love Yourself concerts. So I connected with Love Yourself, all of them. But I only put 1 in my number 1 because the rest of them are all the same. So I put all the rest of them in my...
Well, this one didn't come out first.
I know it didn't.
Oh, wow.
But I put...
The only reason I put this one above Love Yourself Her was because I liked the concept photo better.
So
they were just more
I put
natural.
Love Yourself tier, and then I had all the other Love Yourselves in the C category just because they're all the same.
That's true. That's true. Maybe, can we put the Love Yourself ones in B then?
I mean, yes, for now.
I like Love Yourself Her better than I
had-
like Love Yourself Answer.
Really?
I like the songs on Love Yourself Answer, but I hate the concept photos. It's so
I like the
weird.
songs on this one better. Which
I like the
they're
songs
all
on this
very,
one
and
better.
I had Answer, Persona, and then Her on my C category, and then I had
Really?
Love Yourself Tier as my number 1. Just because that was like the first album I really listened to.
My number 1. I'm just gonna move this right where I had it real quick. My number 1 was Young Forever.
I do love that one.
Do you want to know why?
I do.
Because the song Forever Young inspired For Youth, and it's a really big album for BTS. Jimin has Forever Young tattooed on his body, and the concept is great. They had Run in it, which they still perform to this day. It has lots of songs on it that they still perform, and I just think it was like their tilting point as artists. I think it's one of their best albums.
I do love that album.
And Jimin loves it. He has it tattooed on his elbows, which is why you should agree to put it here.
And I had it here.
Oh.
It's on my A category. This is one of my favorite albums, and the only reason I didn't put it as my number 1, because it probably is one of my favorites, is because this was my first album that I really listened to the whole thing and loved so much, and got me into...
Because you like Dan Pan Man and stuff, right?
Watching and getting into BTS way more. This was my album after that I discovered, and then I think I was this one. So they were kind of all in order. So I had Well, actually, I put B up here too because B is...
I had B second because it came out at the right time. It came out at a time where everybody needed it. And I liked the idea of them like making their own stuff. Yeah, I like all the songs on B.
It's
and they
just a short
did it themselves. Album. Yeah, I like that they like did their own photo shoots and like put their own clothes on and like did their own stuff like by themselves. I really liked that. Where did you have it on it? You have it third. Can we agree to put it here?
Yes.
What do we?
But then I'm moving my A to a B.
What do we have to? What do we have to agree for first?
Well, I had Love Yourself Tear. What did you have?
I had
first.
Young Forever.
I feel like I'm compromising on all of yours, but I'll compromise.
I think my points on Young Forever are amazing, and I think that's why it should be first, but I think Young Forever is better than B, though.
Okay, I had B as my third, so I agree with that. I like this.
Okay, what
Love
about...
Yourself Tear, Young Forever, B, and then I had the anthology album just because it had all of their stuff.
Where did you have Map the Soul Persona? Because I had mine...
B1.
I had mine B1, too.
Oh, we agree. Look at that, we agree.
Look at that. Let's move everything down one.
I want this one up here.
Okay, fine. Ow! Ow!
You got my hair in it.
Sorry. That hurts. You were coming after me for that one.
No. Map of the Soul 7.
No,
what are you doing?
Map of the Soul... I said Map of the Soul Persona.
Oh, no, I had Map of the Soul 7.
Oh. I had Map of the Soul 7 as low B. You had yours high B?
Okay, yes, because
so we agreed to B.
Because, let me explain my because that was the first one that you asked me to watch a video for while you were in school, and it was on. It was the on premiere.
Yeah,
and you said,
I was
watch
in school.
this video for me while I'm at school and tell me what it's about. And I was like, I have no idea what I just watched. There was Noah's Ark stuff happening.
I agree. I'll move this one up because I had it low B. I'll put it high B. Only because this was the first comeback that I was a part of, and I pre-ordered it with my own Christmas and birthday money. And I spent absolutely every last dime that I had made for my Christmas and birthday on all 4 albums, pre-ordered with the posters and the little stands. It was the first one I ever got.
Because this was February of 2020, and I think this was the first, intro to BTS that I ever had, because you were like, watch this video and tell me about it. And I was like, I don't know what I'm watching here, but... I mean, it was good, but weird, but good. So that's why I put it here, because it was like my first introduction to ARMY. This was my first favorite album, so that's why. Anyway, okay.
Why'd you have
2 minutes on.
Why'd you have this so low?
Because it just has very similar songs to that.
It does, and
I do love Persona though.
I do like Persona, and I like Boy With Love. It's just overplayed.
I had this.
It's overplayed. I'm sorry.
I mean, I had this before her.
Really?
I had Love Yourself Answer, then Persona, and then her. But you can leave it that way.
Do you want to put it in the B? Do you want to put it... Oh! Do you want to put it like that?
I mean, I feel like all the Love Yourselves are very good.
Yes. Where'd you have Wings?
I had Wings number 2 here.
I did too! I had mine number 2B.
We'll put Proof down there for now, because we don't know what to do with Proof.
Because Blood, Sweat, and Tears, still perform it, amazing. This was a game changer. And Jimin was sexy. And I love J-Hope's
For real.
orange hair. I liked the concept. And it was like, this was like darker concept in music, but this is like their first like dark concept, like photo-wise and everything that really stuck with me. Okay, Proof.
So I think we've been through all of the albums at this point.
Do you agree with the standing of this right now?
I can agree to it, because I feel like we
one
could argue this for days, and I would be fine with any order because I like them all. I do agree with Butter and Dynamite being at the bottom.
Yeah, those are awful. Sorry.
They're not awful. I just don't care for them.
I can't remember the last time I listened to Butter or Dynamite. I can't remember. I just stopped listening to them. Every time they come on, I skip it.
I don't know. I think Proof, to me, Proof is not a C album. I would put it up in an A or at least a B. I would not put it
B?
C. Because I love Run BTS so much.
Where do you think it is?
And for you.
These B's. Because I'd put it in the B. I'd be okay with putting it in the B because I had it in C. And you had it in A, so this would be the middle
I would
ground.
put it before her. I don't care for her. We have 3 Love Yourselves.
For her?
We have 3 Love Yourselves.
There's 4 Answer
They're
and
all
Persona?
the same. They're all the same. Just pick one of the Love Yourselves and put it in the C category because they're all the same songs.
Well, except for Love Yourself Answer has Answer Love Myself.
Mm-hmm. And that's
which
one
is
of my
a
favorites.
good song.
Yeah. In my world, this would be way ahead of her. What's on her that you like so much?
It came out first.
And you just don't like
Intro
Love Yourself
Serendipity?
You just don't like the Answer
Intro
Love Yourself
Serendipity?
concept
Intro
photo.
Serendipity? It's not.
I'm agreeable to this.
To this? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I'm agreeable to this.
We can live with this?
This is our agreed standing now, I guess. Are you happy with this? Is there anything you disagree with now that you look at it? I still disagree with this.
Okay, move Young Forever and
I think
Love Yourself Tear.
I think Young Forever.
In my emotional journey with BTS, Love Yourself Tear is before Young Forever.
Journey.
I love Young Forever and I love that album, but in my journey, Love Yourself Tear comes first.
I know, but thinking of it as a whole, as BTS as a whole, this album,
It's so subjective, though. Go ahead.
it's like they're still relating to this today. They used it for proof.
I
Like,
know.
this is an important album for them. And it's an important album for ARMY.
I agree.
Do you remember the ARMY time where they sung it to them?
Yes, you're right. Okay, I like it. This is good. I like it. We agreed.
Yes!
Finally.
Yes, we should put it down here.
And don't hate us for Butter and Dynamite.
Yeah, okay. This is all purely our opinions.
Purely our opinion.
Purely our opinions. There's nothing wrong with any of their songs. And we're not saying just because they're F that they need to be, don't listen to them ever, they're awful, and if you like them, you're wrong.
No, I like
But
Dynamite and Butter.
I like Dynamite and Butter.
I just choose to listen to some of the other songs more.
Yeah. And if you want to argue in the comments with us and tell us why something
Why
that's
we're
low,
wrong.
yes, if you want to tell us why we're wrong or what your standing would be,
Be nice.
no. Be mean. Tell us why. Argue your point like we just argued our points. Like, let us know.
Well, yeah. We
Why
have a
you
valid
think-
point.
Right. Let us know
That
why
was
you
fun.
think
Thank
yours
you for
should be
showing
higher.
me.
Your favorite should be higher. And, just let us know. Did we both do it at the same time?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.